What's up, everybody? It's me, Bryson Booker, and it's time for another BBTV animated movie review just for you. And today I have The Quest for Camelot, released by Warner Brothers Pictures in 1998. Alright, I think I just did a mix of like 4 accents right there. I tried to be Irish, but you know, I think I just did a mix of Irish and British and slightly Australian. So that's actually a new record for me. 3 accents. I would have been speaking more than one language about this film. But if I were to speak more than one language about this film, they would be bad languages. And it would involve some bad words because, you know, my bubble was bursted when I watched this film. Quest for Camelot. Released in 1998 by Warner Brothers, like I said. Directed by people that you wouldn't know in the movie business. Originally, it was pitched to be directed by the director of Fern Gully, The Lost Rainforest, which is obviously a good movie that was released in 92 by 20th Century Fox. But Quest for Camelot is one of those movies that, you know, makes you shameful that it is a movie, because you know it's trying to copy off of something else. Okay, so before I get into any of that, I'm just going to give you a summary of the movie, and I got my trusty IMDb right here, so I literally just got done watching the movie, but I'm going to read this summary to you anyway, just so I don't miss anything. Alright, so an adventurous girl named, I believe she's named Kaylee, adventurous girl named Kaylee, and a young blind hermit and a goofy 2-headed dragon race to find the lost sword Excalibur to save King Arthur and Camelot from being destroyed. Basically, a strong, ignorant guy, a brave, bold girl, and 2 dumb dragons basically go to save the day. It's a rescue tale, guys. A rescue tale. That's all it is. And now I'm going to tell you my opinions about it. This is a Disney movie backwards. Alright, that's my opinions. Done with video. Good night, everybody. Okay, no, seriously, I'll finish. This is a Disney movie, but it's backwards, like I said, and one of the biggest problems that this movie has is pacing. That's a big problem in this movie. You know, and you know why Disney movies were so successful? A, they were story-driven, which this movie tries to be. B, they got the pacing of the story right. They didn't put the songs in one area of the movie, or put the songs too close together, and then have lack of dialogue, and lack of adventure, and lack of, you know, drama happening. Or they didn't go too fast and, you know, have 4 songs, then a whole bunch of drama, then a whole bunch of dialogue, then a whole bunch of extra, then 3-4 more songs, you know, and then the end of the movie. You know, the pacing of Disney movies was right. And specifically Disney Pixar, if you want to go there. But Quest for Camelot kind of really doesn't take itself too seriously and tries to rush through the story. The only part of this movie that actually seems like it was paced correctly was the ending. Can you believe that? When they basically meet Robar, and try to fight him and basically win back Camelot and the sword and King Arthur and everybody. I think that was the best paced part, because they didn't rush it. Because if they did, the whole movie really would have been a flop. It was already kind of a financial flop anyhow. But I would say, you know, the ending, the pacing does get better, but still, that's only like the last 20 minutes, you know, 20 to 30 minutes of this film. The first, you know, hour, it's like, zoom. It's like if you don't pay attention closely, you would have gone through 4 songs, 1 action sequence, and I don't know, 4 comic relief moments, because that's how fast this movie is. See, Warner Brothers could do that with their comedy movies, like all those Warner Brothers movies like Space Jam and Back in Action and different films like that. They could do that because comedy is fast paced anyhow. That's what makes it funny, at least for the most part, where the focus isn't solely on the story. But with movies like this, when the focus is solely on the story, a fast paced, pacing of the movie doesn't work. And that's a major problem in this film. It's major. The second problem is the songs. You knew that was coming. The second problem is the music. They're uncreative. The songs. The only remotely creative song in this film, and if you watched it, you agree with me, the only remotely creative song that they put in Quest for Camelot was the song starring these 2 stupid dragons. If I didn't have you, and it's like they don't even sing it that well, but I mean it's remotely creative. I'll give them that. They at least try on that one. On the other ones, they just don't. The songs don't even flow together. It's like you barely see the character's mouth moving to the song. It's like I'm back here singing a song and doing other things. I'm trying to sing while I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to sing and you don't even see my mouth because my mouth is up here looking at the ceiling while I'm singing. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di. It's like, the character is not even caring about the song that they're singing. That's what it looks like too. It's like, it's off. The way the songs are put in, how quickly they come. It's like the first 2 minutes, all right, here's a song. Yeah, I understand, trying to introduce a story, just like Disney, trying to set everything up just like Disney. And then 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or after some sort of dialogue later, here comes another song. What? We just heard a song. I mean, why is there another? And like I said, that all goes back to pacing. This movie really rushes itself really bad. And voice acting is okay too. They really wanted to advertise the names of every single voice actor in this movie. So if you actually care, take a look at all of the wonderful voice actors who spent their time making this disaster called Quest for Camelot. Check it out. Take a look. Oh yeah, beautiful. They even wanted you to care about the people on the soundtrack, so they put all of their names on here to make this movie important when it's really not that important. But anyway, on the soundtrack, not relating to the movie at all, on the soundtrack you get Leon Rimes, you get Steve Perry, whoever he is, you get the Corrs, who were basically a one-hit wonder group from the Irish, Ireland. Nobody remembers them unless you were a kid in 1997. And Brian White and more, people that no one care about, and basically people that no one in this movie would care about. They just had to put those wonderful people on there. There actually is a wonderful person who offers the voice of one of the dumbest characters, and that's Don Rickles.
500 years. Oh dear, it's learned to count. You got me a good lawyer, I would have split 400 years ago. Now, gotta help him! No! Toss him overboard! Overboard! Gotta help him!
Summarizing this, and let me end this now. Quest for Camelot is, like I said, a backwards Disney film. It's formulaic. It's like you laugh, you cry, you laugh a little bit more, you sing, you feel great for the people afterwards. Disney in a nutshell. And obviously, making these types of movies wasn't Warner Brothers' forte. And, making movies nowadays isn't really their forte anymore. Because now they're kind of going back to this, where they're trying to copy other franchises and make movies out of them. But anyway, Quest for Camelot was still in that period where they were kind of experimenting. And you could tell that they are. The next movie that came after this, The Iron Giant, released the same year, was definitely an improvement. And it brought back the creativity that Warner Brothers had when making movies. But Quest for Camelot, you either like it or hate it. I'm kind of meh about it. You know, it's not completely bad, and it's not completely great. You know, it's okay. Check it out for yourself, though. You know, but if you don't have it, you know, don't waste your time getting it. but if you do, you know, it was a great nostalgic piece for you as a kid, and for me as a kid. Quest for Camelot, released in 1998 by Warner Brothers, released during their 75th anniversary. Pick it up if you want.